A lot of talk about just building off that win in Nashville Saturday. What's the keys then for you guys to do that tonight?
I think it's just about us playing our game. I think we did a pretty good job of it in Nashville. I think we got a lot better, and looking forward to coming in here tonight.
As you switched up the lines a little bit, but that Nashville line, the forward group at least expects to stay the same tonight. You and Vladdy and Larkin, what success did you guys have against Nashville, and how do you guys play off of each other?
What was that?
Your line in Nashville, you guys just had success against Nashville, and how do you guys kind of play off each other?
I think that's a big strength in our team, that we have a lot of guys that can, play in different spots, and I think obviously two very skilled guys and read the game very well, so it's easy to play with, and I think it's just about getting pucks to the net and trying to create some chances off of that.
Newsy talked about how the Islanders are a good, strong defensive team. For you guys, is that just creating those opportunities and keep generating those chances? What's key to tonight?
Yeah, I think patience is a big thing. Obviously, they play a very good defensive game and can be frustrating at times. So just staying patient, sticking with it, not giving up anything on our end, and take the chances when we get them at their end.
Then last one for me, a handful of games into the season. How are you feeling in your game, and what are some areas that you're focusing on early on?
I feel good. Physically and mentally, and on the ice. Obviously, you always want to, keep developing things and different areas, but feel good. Obviously, very early in the season, so. Like I said, feels good.
Thanks, Ryan.
Trying to figure out line mates and assignments up and down the lineup and on the defense pairs right now. But how long do you think it takes for guys to get chemistry, figure things out, and get that comfort level going?
I think it kind of depends each situation, right? Some guys you kind of have that instant chemistry with. Others, maybe it takes a little while to understand how they want to play or how they want to read off you as well. So it's always a work in progress, no matter who you're playing with. But I think a lot of us have played with each other in here to kind of understand how each other plays.
Yeah, veteran presence all up and down in the top six right now. Does that make it easier? Guys have the experience in the league finding that chemistry?
Yeah, I think so. I think lines are going to change. You're always trying to create that chemistry, but if there's a switch, I don't think anyone's getting too down on each other, too down on the situation. So you understand that, and kind of go through the ebbs and flows of it. But I think you're always trying to build that chemistry, no matter who you're with.
And on the power play, same thing.
The power play, I think, has been pretty good, to be honest with you. I know we got our kind of first one 5-on-4 last game, but we've had a lot of looks. So I think even last game, we could have had a few more goals on the power play. Had some good looks there. So keep moving around, keep creating the looks, and I think it's nice to see that one go in last game. Hopefully the floodgates open now.
In terms of finishing tonight, just a quick one for me. How do you guys end the road trip on a high note?
Yeah, I think we put ourselves in a situation where if you can start the year 3-3, I think you can be happy with that, and especially given how tough the schedule was to start. So, it's a chance for us to do that tonight, so it'd be great.
Thanks, Skinner.
How excited are you about this opportunity for your team here tonight to get back-to-back wins for the first time?
Yeah, I just want to build off where we were the other day. Again, a really good team game, good defensive game. Found the back of the net on the power play. Just a positive. We'd like to build on it.
6 games in, you haven't had the same lineup twice yet with all the guys coming in, a couple of injuries, new guys in the lineup. How tough is it for you to figure out chemistry, deployment, got minutes for guys who deserve it, and fitting everybody in right now? What are those challenges like?
Yeah, this thing's part of just being fluid at the beginning of the season. I think they're good problems too, and I think we have a lot of options and all of our positions. So it's all part of just kind of working through the beginning of the season. Obviously, Marco coming up changed some things too in a positive way. So it's just all part of the start of the season.
It's one thing for you to have to figure those kinds of things out. What about the players and the chemistry they're trying to develop when they're mixing up lines and D partners and your goaltenders are switching and things like that? What's it like for the players?
Yeah, I think that's 32 teams in the league. It's just beginning of the season. Again, I like the fact that we have some good depth and some good options throughout the lineup. It felt like a really good, probably our best rhythm game on Saturday, where we just kind of flowed the 4 lines, really comfortable at any matchup we got on the road. and trusted every line. So it ended up being just a positive team game for us.
You say it's earlier, but do you have a feel for how long these things take in the room, on the ice, for guys to figure each other out, figure out their place, and get that chemistry?
Yeah, no, it could be by 6 minutes in the next period. I don't think it's really. I think that's injuries, guys in and out. I think it's a fluid. And again, I think all 32 teams are kind of working through the same thing.
As the leadership group kind of finds its way here too, and you talk about trusting the process over the results, how have they helped kind of reintegrate that message in the room?
Yeah, good. I mean, I just think, again, you lose back-to-back games to the Rangers, and again, it's beginning of the year, so everything's magnified. I think it's going to be a long list of teams that lose twice to the Rangers. We have to do it back-to-back, and I was excited to see how we would respond from that, in the fact that obviously we'd like to take one of those games, if not two, against the Rangers. But there was times in those games we were pretty good. And I give our guys credit to kind of bounce back from that and focus on the things that make us successful. And we did it through 60 minutes. So I think that comes from the room when you have a bounce-back performance like that, which we saw on Saturday.
And then just previewing the Islanders tonight too, what are some of the things they do well and what you guys are looking to contain and stop them on?
Analytically, they're a top team on the rush, which is impressive. And I think that has a lot to do with a couple of their active D. Obviously, Dobson being a top offensive guy in the league. But they're a bigger, heavier team that we've probably faced of late. So getting those stops, trying to limit some zone time would be a big part of tonight.
They're going to be missing Duclair. How much will that affect what they want to do when you talk about their rushes?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just probably similar to what we talked about with fluid lines. I talked about everyone going through early on. Obviously, some top six guy like that out of the lineup. So I think they're still to their identity of who they are, and they're a really good team. Obviously, a playoff team with excellent goaltending. So it'll be a really good challenge for us tonight.
Speaking of goaltending, what are your thoughts on your goaltending early on and how will you go tonight?
Obviously, we got an unbelievable game from Alex the other night. Just builds confidence throughout our group. I think the 2 wins, we got elite-type goaltending. And again, it's been a positive early on here.
And tonight?
Alex Lyon will be in net tonight.
I just wanted to ask you, too, about Mo and Simon together and that pairing and what you thought of those guys together and how long you might keep them together.
Yeah, it's a good question because I think, we're trying to work through a lot of things. I think in that situation, we kind of went in with a top 4, a vision of what it would look like. And, again, they played well. And I think a lot of it had to do with just Simon elevating his game, fitting in there, getting those top pair, if you will, minutes, especially down the stretch. So positive for him. And I think it's going to be up to Simon and his consistency of play, how much he'll end up staying with Mo.